Hi, welcome to this early morning recording. Come and sit up nice and tall. Relax your arms down on your knees. So taking any comfortable seated position. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift up through the crown of the head. Soften your shoulders down, close the eyes. And start to deepen your breath. So softening the belly as you breathe in. And on the exhale, just using the stomach muscles a little bit stronger, the abs, to draw the belly back towards the spine. So just settling into your space on your mat. This morning we're working with a grounding practice. So grounding practices are really helpful when we're feeling a little bit anxious, a little bit uneasy, when there's a bit of unknown around. And it helps to make us feel a little bit more connected, a bit safer, maybe a little bit more balanced. So with the eyes closed, just have a little gentle rock now and activate and come into your sit bones with your mind's eye. So just focusing onto the sit bones, little bony protrusions out of the bottom of the butt, connect us into the ground. And slowing the breath down, taking it a little deeper. Like almost finding a little bit of comfort in the breath. And then we're going to add a little bit of movement into the breath. So seated cat-cow with your hands on your knees. As you inhale, gently draw the chest forwards. You can lift the chin a little, lift the gaze, draw your back in towards the front of the mat. So arching the back. And as you exhale, gently press into the heel of the hands. Bring the chin down, draw the belly in, and send the spine out into the behind you. So inhale, opening up. And exhale, coming into the cat pose, but here we're seated. So keep your mind's eye rooted down into the connection between your sit bones and the ground. So once more through that little sequence, inhaling, opening, lifting the gaze, and exhale, arching your back behind you, chin down, belly in, and then come back to a neutral spine. Relax the arms down beside you for a little side bend. Right hand out, inhale, left arm up, and exhale, little side bend to the right. Relax your head over towards your right shoulder, let that go. So breathing in, lifting up through the triceps on your left arm and breathing into your left side ribs. Stay grounded down though through your left sit bone. Changing sides, inhale, reach the left arm up, and then the whole body just flows over to the right hand, to the left hand side. So now right hand down, left arm up. As we bend towards the left hand side, relaxing the head over towards your left shoulder, let it go. Rooting down through your left sit bone and lifting through the triceps and breathing into your right side ribs. Inhale, come back to center. And then take your hands to your knees, gently lift them up, reach them away. Give the legs a little wriggle out. Then come on to all fours. Move a block out of the way if you have one there. And set up with wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips for a spinal twist. So threading the needle. Inhale, right arm into the sky. And exhale, thread the needle, right hand behind left wrist, come down onto your right shoulder. Butt stays high. But here we start to just stay connected a little bit closer to the ground. Option, take the left arm over your back and snuggle it around towards the right hip. Coming back to your breath. Nice, long, steady breath. Releasing off, place the left hand in front of your face and then lift back up to tabletop. And we'll go the other way. So inhale, left arm into the sky. And exhale, threading the needle, left hand behind right wrist. And then you've got that option to move your right hand towards the left hip. Opening the right shoulder up. Inhale, release off, right hand in front of your face, and then press through the right hand. Lift the body back up to tabletop. Into limbering pigeon. Inhale, pick up your right leg, draw it forwards and thread it down the outside of your left leg. Squeeze the shins together, squeeze the thighs together, and then as we bend the knees, we sink the butt back towards the heels, bowing the head down, chest comes down onto the right thigh. Let the back of the neck feel soft. We're on the elbows. Turn the palms down this morning, in case sometimes you might have them up. So just press the palms down and just feel the whole of the palm on the ground. Again, it's a great way to stay grounded. Inhale, curl up, bring the right leg forwards and take the right foot to the back of the mat. Now press actively away through the right heel. So hands and right foot pressing down into the ground. Releasing off, right knee comes back to its starting point and we'll switch legs. So inhale, left leg forward, thread it down the outside of the right leg. Squeeze the shins together, squeeze the thighs together, and then exhale. Fold the butt back, coming into limbering pigeon. Relaxing the back of the neck. Palms down, staying connected into the earth. Inhale, curl up. Bring your left leg forwards and then take the left foot to the back of the mat. Press the foot down and now actively press away through the left heel. So stretch for the calf, the Achilles on the left leg, maybe a little bit into the back of the knee. And then step the right foot back, coming into plank. And then carefully lower down, knees down, bend the elbows, chest down, hands forward of shoulders, inhale, come up into Sphinx pose. So the elbows pop underneath the shoulders, palms still down on the mat. Inhale, draw your chest forwards as you gently pull on the hands, lift the chin to the horizontal. Keep the hands rooted down, tops of feet pressing into the floor. Fingers spread wide. Releasing off, bring your hands down and reset Tuck the toes, exhale, downward dog. Once you get into down dog, just start by pedaling out the dog, so rooting down through the heels, lifting through the hips, but connecting and staying connected through the hands and the feet into the floor. Low lunge, inhale, left foot forwards, right knee down. Inhale, draw the arms up. So now the chin comes up to the horizontal. Maybe we'll lift the gaze a little more, open the arms a little bit. Root down through your right shin. And now bow down into half split. So hands back to the mat, hop your left leg forward, straightening the left leg, toes point up towards the ceiling. If you want to deepen your stretch here, you just press the left heel a little bit deeper into the floor. Tailbones pointing down. Inhale, roll forwards onto your left foot, hands frame it, step back into plank. And this time, roll back into down dog. Low lunge, inhale, right foot forwards, left knee down. Inhale, draw the arms up. Again, we're pointing the spine down into the ground and reaching the arms up. Spread the fingers wide. Hands down for half splits. Hop the right leg forwards and then bow down over the right leg. Now roll forwards onto your right foot, hands frame it, step the right foot back into plank, and then roll back into down dog. So just pedaling out the dog a little more. Lifting through the hips and into rolling cobra. So inhale, we roll forwards, the arms stay straight, but the body comes forwards, the hips drop down, the chest comes up, we raise the gaze, and exhale all the way back into downward dog. Inhale forwards, rolling cobra. So staying on the toes, chest comes forwards, we take the gaze up, and exhale back up into downward dog. Last time. Inhale, roll the hips down and forwards, chest comes up, we look up, and then exhale up into downward dog. When you're ready, inhale, step your left foot forwards, warrior one. Lift the body up. So coming up into warrior one, hips aligned with the front of the mat. Reach the arms out like an aeroplane. Soften your shoulders down. Eagle arms, left arm over right. So just settling into eagle arms, little engagement of the shoulders here. Elbows to shoulder height. And then keep your tailbone long by tucking the pubic bone towards the belly button just a little bit. Releasing off, coming forwards, hands down to the mat. Bring your right knee down for a twisting lunge. So right hand to the mat, inhale, left arm into the sky, reaching it up, spreading your wings wide. And then releasing off, hands down to the mat. Tuck the toes under of your right leg and lift up into a high lunge. Hands can stay on the floor, or you can bring them onto your thigh, or you can reach them up into the sky. So opening the chest a little bit, keep the tailbone quite long if you can, pointing down towards the sky, down towards the earth, arms up. And release off. Hands to front of mat. Step back into plank and lower down. Knees down, chest down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale all the way up into down dog. Eagle Warrior One. Inhale, right foot forwards. So coming up into Warrior One, aligning the hips with the front of the mat. And then reach your arms out, shoulders soft. Eagle arms, right arm over left. Elbows up to the horizontal. Nice, steady breath. Inhale, release the arms. Come down onto your left knee. Pat it out if you need to. For twisting lunge. So left hand on the floor. You can also put it on a block. Inhale, take the right arm into the sky. So spreading the arms wide, stacking the shoulders one on top of the other if you can, and then relax the neck. Staying connected with your left hand down into the floor. Releasing off, right hand down. So both hands now to the mat and moving into high lunge. So tuck the toes under your left leg and then lift the body up. And you can, as on the other side, hands can be on the floor, on the thigh, or if you're feeling okay, you can reach the arms up into high lunge, toes tucked under the left foot. If you want to take it a little deeper, you can slowly straighten the left leg by engaging the glutes in your left hand side. And releasing off. Hands down to the mat, step the right foot back and lower all the way down. Hands forward of shoulders, inhale, cobra. And then as we did at the beginning, slide the elbows underneath the shoulders, coming into Sphinx pose. So palms down here and draw your heart center forwards as you gently take the gaze up. Nice, steady breath. Releasing off, reset the hands under your chest, tuck your toes and come up into downward dog. Straddle, inhale, step your left foot forwards between your hands. So we're coming up into a straddle. So the feet are wide, the toes point out a little bit, but the legs are straight. Take your hands behind you and interlock the hands. Take a big breath in, draw the hands slightly away from your butt. As you exhale, fold forwards down the center line, rinse the arms out above you. Little softness in the knees if you need it. And then release the hands and bring them down onto the floor. So now just bending down a little bit further so we're really deeply into that forward fold in the straddle. Walk your hands towards your right foot and hold on to your right ankle with your left hand. The right hand can be on the floor or on top of your left hand. And then bend the left elbow and pull as we come into flank stretch. Releasing off, walk your hands towards your left foot. This time right hand holds left ankle and we bend the right elbow, coming into flank stretch on the right hand side, but we're twisting towards the left. And then bring your hands back to center, heel and toe your feet towards one another. You're coming towards a forward fold, and then bend the knees, lower the chest onto your thighs, and inhale, slowly uncurl, come all the way up. Lovely. Grab a block. We're going to do chair on the wall with a block, which I don't think we've done in Early Morning Club before, but I'm sure all of you have done it with me elsewhere. If you've got a bit of wall space handy with your mat, you can use the mat. If you haven't, as long as you're not in socks on carpet or anything silly, you'll be fine. Grab the block. The block goes between, either you can put it between the thighs. I've been putting it between the thighs recently, which helps to activate vastus medialis, which is one of your quad muscles. So why don't we do that this morning? So bring the block, place it between your quads, so between the thighs, and then bend the knees, sit down until you're somewhere between upright and 90 degrees, but don't go to 90 degrees quite. And then lean back against the wall. See if you can press your lower back into the wall. Squeeze the block and then bring your arms up into goddess arms if that amount of stretch is available. So pressing back of head into the wall, press your lower back into the wall and reach your arms apart. And then we sit a tiny bit lower and we connect down through the feet into the ground. So here we're really pressing down through the feet into the ground, but at the same time we're leaning back against the wall, squeezing onto the block. Head at the horizontal. Gently press your head back into the wall. Nice steady breath. And releasing off to come out of the pose. Hands come to the wall, press away, and then take the block out. Lovely. And then bring yourself forwards back to your mat. Move the blocks out of the way and sit down. So sitting down, first of all, coming into Dandasana, staff pose. So the legs straight out in front of you. A little bit of activation through the legs here. We root away through both feet. So pressing them away, feet are flexed, so toes back and active and pointing up towards the sky. Root down and press your knees down into the ground, and then press both hands into the ground and lift your crown of head towards the sky. So all of the body is active, rooting down through those hands, not just resting them on the floor, but pressing actively into the hands. Deepen the breath. And release off. Hands either side of your knees. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, forward fold down the center line. So just coming gently down into a forward fold, supporting your back with your arms, and then softening the back of the neck. Allow the body to just release off and go a little deeper. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the body back up. And then come back onto your sit bones. So finding your sit bones once more, reach the arms out for boat pose. So just leaning back, and then when you get to that position where you can, lift the feet up into boat pose. Nice steady breath. And releasing off, feet down, and then re-reaching the arms out. Guide yourself all the way down onto your back, coming all the way down. When you get there, reach the arms overhead, stretch the feet away, full body stretch. And then bring your right knee into the chest. Hold on to it with your left hand, reach your right arm out, reclined spinal twist, taking the right knee towards the left hand side, rolling up onto your left hip and allowing the body to open now as you deepen into that twist. Right arm away. Inhale, come back to center. And then switch legs. So stretch the right leg away, left knee into the chest, left arm out, and then use your right hand to guide your left knee towards the right hand side. Softening down through that left leg towards the right and trying to keep your left shoulder on the floor. The gaze is up towards the ceiling somewhere. And the left hand is palm down. So as we press down to that left hand, we stay with that really deep connection into the ground. Breathing into the left side ribs. Inhale, come back to center. So realigning the body down the middle of the mat, hands onto the knees and a little bit of a back release. So just gently rolling either from side to side or around in a circle on your lower back. Releasing off, letting go. And then Shavasana. So feet down, maybe stretch the legs away, maybe into constructive rest. And then little tuck of the chin as you lay your head down. And then relax the legs, relax the arms. Let the breath soften now. If you want to stay in a grounding version, you can just turn the palms down and spread your fingers wide. So the whole of your hand stays rooted into the ground. Shavasana. Take a big breath into your heart center. And as you exhale out, slowly start to draw a little movement back to your body. When you're ready, reach the arms up overhead, stretch the legs away. Give the whole body a lovely big stretch. And then draw your knees up to your chest. Give them a little hug. And gently roll onto one side and use your arms to come up into any comfortable seated position. And then we can bring our hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this recorded class, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.